This is a practice test for 5.NBT.B.6, and this test, even though it's for that standard is for division, this practice is only using area models. So we're going to practice solving some division problems with area models and looking at the different ways that you can use area models to solve division problems. So we're going to work through 10 problems and just see the different ways you can represent the problems and make sure you have a good understanding of the conceptual understanding of division, and also how to use the area models. So let's look at this first problem. It says Daniel wants to draw an area model to represent the division expression 192 divided by 12. Which area model correctly represents Daniel's expression? So before we even look at these models, let's think about what 192 divided by 12 means. Okay? And I'm going to put an N here for the unknown number. So 192 is the area we have. It's our dividend. It's our whole. And then 12 is our divisor. That can be how many groups we want or the size of the groups, depending on the context of the problem. And we don't really have a context. So that is the size of our group. So our dividend divided by our divisor equals our quotient. And if we were working this backwards, boys and girls, because division and multiplication are inverse operations, if we were doing this, we would say 12 times some number up here that we don't know gives us an area of 192. So 12 times some number is 192. I could change that and say 12 times some number over here is 192. So we're looking for an area of 192. Here's our divisor. And then this would be our quotient. Our N would be our quotient. So let's look at first of all and see if we have an area of 192 anywhere. So on this one, because that's our dividend, we have 120 plus 12 plus 12. Well, 120 plus 12 plus 12 is 144. That's not our area. And it also has our dividend outside, like it would be a quotient or divisor. So this could not be the right model. So let's look at this one. Here we have the dividend outside, so that doesn't work, and 10 plus 5 plus 1 is 16, so that can't work. Here we have 12, which is our divisor, and 12 and 160 is supposed to equal 192. Well, you know that's not going to work, even before you say 1200 plus 600 is 1800, that's 1920. That doesn't work. So this has to be the right answer, but let's check it to make sure. So here's our divisor outside. Our area is 120 plus 60, which is 180, plus 12 more, which is 192. That's our dividend. You couldn't see where I pointed that, but that's our dividend there. And then we have 16 on the outside, 10 plus 5 plus 1, which is 16. So if you wanted to go ahead and check that, you could do the division, 192 divided by 12. And I'm just going to, 12 will not go into hundreds, so you change that into 1910s. 12 goes into 1910s. One time, you can get 1 10 out of each of that. 1 times 12 is 12. You have 7 10s. You're going to trade those in for 1s. 12 goes into 72 6 times. 6 1s for each group. 6 times 12 is 72, and have a 0 remainder. Or you could say 16 times 12. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3. Put a 0 as a placeholder, and 1 times 16 is 16. So either way, it gives you the right answer. So you have to think about conceptually. We didn't really even have to know that 192 divided by 12 is the answer. Divided by 12 is with the quotient of 16. All we had to really know for this problem was that our dividend is 192. So that's what the area had to be inside of the model, right here. And we had to know that our divisor was 12, so there's our divisor on the outside. So that's the answer to that question.